my beautiful, beautiful tribe. My name is Emily Potter. I'm the director of the Lightworker Musicians Tribe. This is a topic that I speak with my clients about. About 90%, 99% of my clients have experienced this as one of the reasons why they're holding themselves back in sharing their music with the world. So are you one of them? Do you wish that you had more confidence? And so as a performer, you're not actually getting on the stages, you're more in the audience than you want to be, and it's so uncomfortable. And what I'm going to share with you is that I've also experienced this, and what the root is at most levels is that you don't feel like you're enough. So here's some examples. Is that you don't feel like you're good enough, you don't feel like you're talented enough, you don't feel like you're rehearsed enough to get on stage, you don't feel like in general, you don't have the confidence within yourself. Something about you doesn't feel like you're enough. And that is weakening and damaging your confidence and making it so that you hold back or you don't get on a stage. And I'm even talking about in our actual tribe right now. So I'm talking about stages out in your world, in your local areas, and I'm talking about what's holding you back from sharing your heart with us. So the stage at large, something's holding you back and you wish that you had more confidence to actually share. So you and I have both felt this. This is something that's very common, is that you just don't feel like you're enough in some way. And I want to tell you that it doesn't actually get to the root of what you are and who you are. So in a larger sense, what I'm talking about is in a competition. If you're not in a competition, especially because in this tribe, we're not intending to only be competitive musicians, or we're not trying to compare ourselves to other musicians. We're not out there just trying to be background music. You're not just a background star. You're not. This is how I want you to see how I see you. I've used the word music medicine a lot, and I'm going to continue to use that. And I'm going to give you a little bit of an analogy of how I see that your musical gifts are absolutely urgent. This is how I'm seeing you when you don't actually share your music. I want you to imagine that you are in a position, you're in a place where a sweet little child is lost, and this child is scared and crying, and you are looking at this child and your intuition says, I want to, help this child, and I want to pick him up, and I want to sing to him, I want to comfort him and soothe him, and then offer him some kind of comfort so that we can then, go from there to find where his family is. There's an urgency there where you have the opportunity to offer and provide a song or a bit of a soothing moment. But when you don't, it's like you're saying to this little hurt, crying child, I'm not good enough to be able to help you in this moment. I'm not rehearsed enough to help you and to make you feel better. That probably in real life would never happen. You'd probably think that's a ridiculous situation. Of course you'd want to help that little child out and nurture and love and sing a little lullaby to make sure that he's okay. But this is the analogy of how I see the imperative nature of your music medicine, is that there are people in humanity suffering, and there's a specific song that you have in your heart. There's a heart song that's connecting to those people. And when you choose not to, the little children out there, because we're all little kids needing and desiring that soothing music, that soothing space in our hearts, when you choose not to, you're doing that same thing. You're holding back and you're taking the opportunity to not share your music medicine and to give that healing where you actually could make a difference if you did. That feels urgent to me. And that's why I keep leaning in and challenging you out of being so self-absorbed. This isn't about just you. We want you to feel fulfilled, and I want you to feel happy with living your soul's purpose all the way. That's really, really imperative. But also I want you to step out of yourself for a moment and just see that you can trust that you were given a song in your heart for something greater than you. So for those of you who are done with that level of self-absorption, where you keep repeating the same words over and over again, that you're not enough, you're not rehearsed enough, you're not perfect enough, you're not good enough. If you are done with that level of self-absorption and you want to be of service to humanity and to actually get very specific on what that can look like, private message me. And that's the work that we get to do in your behalf and also for the contribution to the whole of humanity. Reach out to me when you're ready to do that work. That's the work we get to do, and the level of fulfillment is there for you to receive and to enjoy. So private message me when you're ready to be of service with your music medicine to the world, and I will talk to you in the next video. Sending my love.